Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm finally pleased to announce that the back order on the Back to the Future DeLorean has finally came. So let's go ahead and get started building. Okay, so yes, we finally got the sets. Now, here is the only dilemma. Just like with Ghostbusters, we've got our handy little card here that says that the binder that we're supposed to receive to store all the booklets is on back order. So, I'm not going to be receiving that anytime soon. But, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the magazine. Alright guys, so here we are opened up, and you can see that in this episode the parts are going to be for building one of the tires. So we've got our whole parts breakdown here. Here's our instructions, which we'll get back to, and just some more interesting reading. Nice sketches. And here's what's going to be in our next issue, where we are building the Mr. Fusion reactor. So definitely make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for that. So if I can keep this centered here in front of me, let's go ahead and jump to what we're doing, which is the tire. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this back, and we're going to start with the unboxing. So that was the easiest one I ever opened, I swear to God. Okay, making sure that we don't have any little pieces inside of there. Oh, wow. Oh, it even smells like nice tire rubber. This is actually like a very nice, solid tire. Like, wow, that's awesome. Like, I feel like I could put this on my Jeep. Ooh, here we have a nice heavy piece of die cast. More BP screws for add those to the screw pile. Small washer, our hubcap, which says DMC on it, and our actual hubcap. So, alright, center cap, hubcap, and it even has the little tire valve there. So this is plastic. Would have been nice if this was like a chrome metal as well, but anyway, getting over to the instructions, you can see that we're actually going to be taking this piece here and inserting it into this. Now, it doesn't seem like there's any special orientation for the tire, so we're just going to go ahead and stick it. Nice little pop, and it goes, and it just kind of holds there nicely. Going on over to the next page, you can see that we're going to take this, and it's going to have to line up with these holes here, because we're going to end up screwing this on. So this is going to go this way. It looks like these two are closer and this one's furthest away. So as you can see, we have a pretty good match up there. So we're going to line that up just like that. And if you actually look from the back, I have to try to pop this out a little bit. It is a little hard to do this, but if you peek through the holes, you'll be able to get it lined up nicely. Okay, so right there is where we want it. So we're just going to give this a little bit of a push, and we will go ahead and take the BP screws. We don't need this baggie though. I have plenty of baggies for these, so we're going to discard that one. And it looks like we're going to have one left over. But we're going to take our BP screws and go ahead right inside there and start to tighten it up. Hopefully this grabs nice. It feels like it did. So once these all kind of settle into where they got to go, I'll work on doing a little bit more pressing to try to get this stuff all, you know, squeezed in nice, and then we'll go ahead and finally tighten everything down. But this is definitely a quick, easy issue for the DeLorean. Sucks I had to wait so long because it was back ordered, but better late than never. So it seems like everything is lined up well, so we're going to go ahead and tighten everything down. Kind of do it just like an actual car tire and go around. Just try to evenly spread the load here, so that way it's all done nicely. And I really don't want to over tighten this. It is a little bit hard to kind of sense this one because you have the rubber from the tire giving it a little bit of a pushback, so it's a little bit tricky, but I'm going to give it one more little bit of turning, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I really don't want to risk damaging anything in here. If it seems like anything does happen to come a little bit loose later on, then I'll just go ahead and retighten everything at a later date. But for right now, that's what we've got. Now, looking at the instructions, you can see in step number 3 is actually going to be this piece here, which is the washer, and this. Now, the washer, if you guys can see this on the screen, actually doesn't go, this doesn't go through the washer. This washer needs to actually lay inside of the hub here nicely. So I'm going to drop that in and kind of see if we can get back in there. See if we can hopefully just kind of get it to lay flat where it needs to be. See if I can take a screwdriver here and manipulate it a little bit. Okay, so we got it laying flat. I don't know the purpose of that. That may end up being something for when we connect the axles in. Not really sure, but for right now, that is where it is. And then we're going to be putting the center cap in, which I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put the valve stem down, and we're going to just put the center cap here like this and give it a push. Okay, so that's pushed. And as I push on this, I can actually feel the screws coming through over there. So I'm actually going to give a little bit of pressure and try tightening them just a little bit more, just to verify that this is all done well and correct. Okay, and looks perfect. So here you have it, guys. Here is our final product for issue number 3 of the Back to the Future DeLorean. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a big thumbs up, subscribing, as well as hitting the notification bell. Now, ideally, I'm going to be uploading these every Friday at 6 p.m. However, if I have a bunch of videos to put out, then I may just kind of put them out as a surprise. So make sure you're notified, so that way you guys get the notification once they're launched. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in issue number 4.
The apocalypse.